Good morning and welcome to our thought for the day this Monday morning. And it's taken a little bit of time, and it will take a bit of time for us just to get up to speed and work out the new patterns of online content and things. Now that so many other things in life are much more normal, and that puts pressures not just on everybody's lives who might see this, but also on the lives of the ministry team who have been producing the thoughts for the days, and thank you to them for all of that. But I was thinking about today, and I ended up with many different choices, or a number of different choices of what I might talk about. Perhaps there's a parable in the lights in the churchyard at All Saints which haven't been working, and one of the causes of that certainly was the fact that two of the tubes were filled with ants' nests, which was quite unexpected when I sort of took the light mechanism out and went, oh, okay. And all of that built up around the electrics was causing them to trip. I cleaned that out. The lights were working for a little while, but now they've stopped again, so there must be something else going on there. But perhaps there is something in that, a little parable about being light to the world, but sometimes there are things that are hidden that get in the way of shining that light into the lives of others. Perhaps that's a thought I'll mature on another day. And then there's the reflection of Emma Raducanu and that amazing achievement at the US Open final on Saturday. On a match on a poignant day, 9/11/2021. 20 years on from a day when I sat watching a television from the MOD in Bristol, but looking at the ups and downs of emotion as that match went on, and the euphoria and everything that's going on at the moment around that. Maybe thinking about the depth of joy we get from a sporting event and how that same joy can come through our Christian faith. Perhaps that's one, well, not so much for another day, but one perhaps you could think about yourself, because obviously to keep going back to the US Open final in weeks to come probably wouldn't maintain its relevance. But just for the final moments, just want to think about something that sits along the side of the lines of that term, from the mouth of babes. Matthew 19 has some verses where little children were being brought to Jesus, and the disciples were trying to say, well, leave him alone, don't bring the kids, sort of thing. Jesus said, let the little children come to me, and do not stop them. For it is to such as these that the kingdom of heaven belongs. I just want to say it has been a deep joy over the last 2 or 3 weeks at All Saints to welcome a number of families back into church, new families who've been before, but to share time and space with families and their children. And a particular moment from this Sunday, thank you to Angela who's taken the services, and it allowed me to go and sit in our new children's area there, where we have some, there's some toys, there's some bits to do, and then there are a few activities that relate to the Bible readings of the day. So there were a couple of things. There's one, a poster about thinking about what we say, and then another one about what we think Jesus is. And there's a little 2 or 3 year old toddler whose mum and dad are going to church to establish their connection to get married, and she was there sat next to me in the children's area. And as the service had gone on, she'd been colouring, she'd been playing, she'd been doing things, and she said, I didn't know that, well, she didn't say no, she said, I didn't know there was a play area in church. And I said, well, it's here for you. And then she turned around and said, well, I like coming to church. And that set my heart singing, more even than a win at a US Open for a British player who did an astonishing thing has done. Because surely that is what we want, isn't it? We want children to say, I like coming to church, and through that to grow our family, to grow across all the ages, to grow together as the body of Christ in how we understand our faith, in our courage, in our exercise of faith, in our depth, and to take that out into the world 7 days a week, or certainly for the other 6 days a week, the Monday to Saturday days of lived faith out in the world. Sunday feeding the rest of our week. For us, for our children, for everyone. And out of that, just to gather, to harvest. Jesus said the harvest is ripe, the labourers are few. To go out and to share Jesus with others around us. And see them come and know him for themselves. But those words, I carry those with me as treasure. I like coming to church, on the lips of a toddler. Have a great week and just enjoy faith wherever you are this week. God bless and bye for now.